They're poisoning the blood of our country. That's what they've done. They poison mental institutions and prisons all over the world.
I really need everyone to understand that when world leaders talk like this, it has consequences because of their loyalists. Case in point.
Do you actually work for ICE?
No, not at all. Nope.
Explain the outfit.
It's $29.99 on Amazon. I would recommend buying a small if you're my size. This one's a little too loose for my liking. But yeah, if you want some entertainment, wear this and go to a Home Depot in a sanctuary city like where I live right now, Washington, D.C., and you'll see all the illegals. Not all of them, but you can maybe see a lot of them start to run away, and you feel like a group fitness instructor. It's really good.
And you actually think that's funny?
I think it's hilarious, absolutely. What's not funny is them illegally...
There you have it, everybody. One of the worst people I've seen here at CPAC, and that's saying something. Appreciate it.
This guy, who wears something as hateful as ICE attire, as if it were his favorite team's best player, finds joy and humor in deporting people. Newsflash, everyone is illegal on stolen land.
We're going to win Nevada, and we're going to win 4 more years in the White House. And then after that, we'll negotiate, right? Because we're probably, based on the way we were treated, we're probably entitled to another 4 after that.
To reiterate, when elected leaders say stuff like this, it is a dangerous precedent because words matter. The fact they are even toying with this should scare us all.
And so you would vote for Donald Trump in a third term?
Yeah, I think I would.
And what do you think about the Constitution?
I'm a constitutionalist.
What about the 22nd Amendment that would prohibit him from running for a third term?
Yeah, it would bother me, but
you would still get your vote.
you would still get my vote.
These loyalists claim to be constitutionalists, yet want a dictator. Go figure.
GOP Representative Andy Ogles of Tennessee wants to make it possible for Trump to run again. The resolution to amend the Constitution aims to allow President Donald Trump and any future president to be elected to a third term. Ogles stated that Trump is the only figure in modern history capable of reversing the nation's decay and restoring America to greatness, and says he needs more time to achieve this. The 22nd Amendment currently bars anyone from being elected to more than 2 terms.
The fact Trump's minions are putting out statements such as these shows 2 things. First, every day is a contest in the GOP between who can suck up to Trump the most. The second is simply that they do not care about instilling a dictator because it benefits them. Meanwhile, in La La Land...
Would you like to see Donald Trump run for a third term?
Of course.
They are becoming more and more open to seeing a dictatorship for what they deem to be a country of freedom. It is just clueless stuff. Hey guys, quick break in the action. I have a new show coming out called The Rick Strom Show. It is going to be awesome. I'm interviewing musicians, athletes, producers, writers, journalists, authors, sports doctors. Go check it out at youtube.com/@TheRickStromShow. Also be sure to throw me a follow on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. It can all be found in the description box below. Thank you.
Don't forget, John is great, and she is a great gentleman. He's now president for life. President for life. No, he's great. Hey, look, he was able to do that. I think it's great. Maybe we'll have to give that a shot someday. He's the most powerful president in 100 years, person in the 100 years in China. It's great. And he treated us tremendously well when I went over there.
What's the saying? When someone tells you who they are, believe them? These closed-door remarks were obtained by CNN in March of 2018, 2 years into the first Trump go-round. This has been his plan all along. It is sadly dependent on who takes the House, who takes the Senate, and if any conservatives stand up to the betrayal of the Constitution.
But do you think that having a king goes with the American way of life?
It's just like they call on Elvis the king. King of rock and roll. Michael Jackson's the king of rock and roll. What's the difference? He's the king of the presidency for us.
He's the king of the presidency.
He is the king of presidency, and I believe that's what he was referring to, and he is our king.
And that's playing to the top of your intelligence. You don't think he meant that he was the king?
No.
The fact she had the confidence to ask, what's the difference, is an indictment of the MAGA mind. She told us the differences, and one simple follow-up, crumbled her argument.
We know that the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Now, I wanted to be a little bit more original than to use a phrase that you've probably heard 1,000 times. But what's a better phrase than that? We can't do better. How simple is that?
Think about this line that we have heard oh so many times, a line the gun lobbyists write for lawmakers they bribe through the form of campaign donations when delivering town halls, addresses, and even meeting the media. Then listen to this.
You'd be in favor of them changing the Constitution for him to run for a third term?
Yeah, unless he turns into a Biden after 3 years. Then no.
Would you be in favor of abolishing the Second Amendment?
No.
What about people who say, like, oh, there's been all these school shootings, mass shootings. We need to do something
Give
about the second.
everybody a gun.
Just give everybody a gun? That's the solution?
Yeah, that's the solution. It's you can't stop illegals, people. I mean, having an illegal gun, except and the only way to defend yourself is with a legal gun.
Should teachers be strapped?
If I were a teacher, I'd be strapped.
What about a preschool teacher?
We don't know who's going to shoot those little kids, so yes.
What about a priest?
You know, that's up to the priest, isn't it?
Just insane levels of depravity and an inability to see the bigger picture. It's sad, yet still is the United States of America, and this is the electorate. To see more from The Good Liars, head over to youtube.com/@thegoodliars, where you should absolutely subscribe to their channel, their Instagram for more content with the handle TGLNYC, and their Patreon to help keep them afloat. Great stuff as always from these two. Calling out elite people in comedy should be the rule of thumb.
I think Donald Trump's hair is actually another creature. Yeah. The hair's like going, good night, Donald. Good night, Donald. There we go.
Maybe it goes out. It goes out and makes money while he's asleep.
There is something about punching down that feels taboo, and punching up is the way to go.
Crack's not really my thing, but if it was, it would be fine if I was on that side.
Wow.
Don Jr.'s on coke.
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated. I'm a very stable genius.
It is very important, the work that the Jordan Kleppers are doing, the work that the Good Liars are doing, the work that our team here at the Turks are doing, and many more.
Used to see these tackles, now they tackle. Oh, head-on-head collision, bing, flag, footballs become soft.
You have Trump doing sound effects for tackles. The choice could not be more clear. Like, let's not beat around the bush about it.